Good morning. We are getting ready to get going, leaving Moorhaven and heading through the Moorhaven Lock out to Lake Okeechobee. Just got to get the boat ready, do a few final checks, get one more cup of coffee, and then we're underway. Happy Father's Day. We're doing some checks down in the bilge, and it looks like I'm leaking water. It looks like it's coming from the cool fuel module. Looks like it's leaking from that connector going into the cool fuel module, the cooling water connector, which is brand new. I don't know if I should tighten it or what the story is, but so that's a little bit of a leak. I'm going to try to pull the hose off, clean it up, reseal it, and put the hose back on the cool fuel module. Hopefully that stops the leak. It's not major, but I'd rather it not be leaking in there and causing all sorts of rust and water accumulation. So here's the culprit. The same cool fuel module hose fitting that I replaced a year ago. Broke in the same spot right here. It's supposed to look like that. You can see this one's already getting salt caked up on it. This crap fitting. I'm gonna have to try to rig something up with an O-ring. That crud. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get a temporary fix on here. Put a couple O-rings in place of that with some sealant. I'm gonna put sealant on this one too. Hopefully keep it from leaking, or at least not leaking too much until I can get a better fix on it. Here we got a couple O-rings on it. Fit pretty snug, and I'm going to put some sealant around them and then tighten this bolt holds it in the hole, pulling it in, so hopefully that works, at least somewhat. All right, we got some sealant on the threads on the O-ring, hard to see, and try to install that, see how it works. Okay, we're back connected. Don't know it's going to work, but give it a shot. Does that one not look like it's pushed all the way in? No, it does not. That's not a good sign right there. Well, they opened the seatcock and no water's coming in. So let me start her up. There it goes. Let's see if it's leaking. Not leaking. Put it up for me for now. Alright, next repair. So we've had a little bit of a smell in the cabin, and I think I found the cause of it. This is our vacuum flush head, and look at that. This thing is not good. Yuck. I got a new fitting for that, I believe. That'll fix it. It seems like that's sort of fixed. All right, our first hiccup of the trip. You ready to go, Bridge?
Ready.
Okay, we are off yet again. All right, I'll have to keep an eye on that engine temperature again, like I usually do. Now that we got a little bit of a leak that could cause an issue. I don't think that was the issue with our overheating before, because the water leak was not there. So we got to pull a U-turn and head towards the Moorhaven Lock. Time 10:18 a.m. A little behind schedule. Moorhaven Lock, vessel happy hours eastbound, requesting passage.
We're ready for you about 10 minutes, Captain. Have you Sergeant 1.
Thank you, we're just passing the train bridge.
Moorhaven Lock, vessel retriever also requesting passage eastbound. We're coming up on the large bridge.
It's right behind us. Seems like we have a boat right behind us, gonna lock with us. Little marina next to the lock here. And there's another boat, happy hours. Lock is opening now. Here we go.
Moorhaven Lock, westbound motor vessel, continental drift.
Another lock, another day.
Let's see, anybody we know?
I didn't see anybody. I wonder if that's a bad spot, like there's a rope.
All right, we're heading along. Running on one motor again. Quite an interesting morning, huh, Bridge?
Yeah, I feel bad. Father's Day.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to me.
And all the fathers out there.
Happy Father's Day, yes, to all the fathers. Yeah, it wasn't a good morning for me. We got about 40 miles today crossing Lake Okeechobee. Right now we're on the Rim Canal, I believe they call it. And we're heading down to Roland Martin. And then we're going to hang a left into the lake over there. And then we're across the lake most of the day. So all along the Rim Canal here, circling Lake Okeechobee, is surrounded by a dike. All of these floodgates protects the mainland from any flooding. Okay, we're getting close to the entrance to Lake O. And this is the radar. We don't see a whole lot of any rain. So conditions should be pretty good. That's good news. Best news I've heard all day. All right, we're coming up on Roland Martin Marina in Clewiston. The Dolphins right outside of their lock, which is up ahead. And we won't be going through the lock. We make a left and head across the lake. Conditions look good. Winds are light, no rain. As long as our boat holds together and doesn't sink, we should be okay. There we have the Clewiston lock on the right. We're going to be heading to the left, to the lake. So there's the Clewiston lock, and they're leaving it open so you can just drive right into the town of Clewiston. And out this way, Lake O. A little windy. All right, so here we are, just crossing over the vegetation. And so far everything's running all right with the temperature on the motors, so we'll see how things go. But we're going to be out of sight of the land for a little bit once we get way out there on the lake. We're going right into the wind. We'll see what the swells are like when we get out there. Well, that's what the color of Lake O looks like. Not much different from the river. It's only about 10 feet deep in the channel here. Look at how calm it is out here on Lake Okeechobee. Nice. Can't tell where the sky begins and the water ends. Yeah, we're about an hour from the lock at this speed. It's 7 miles an hour. But it's so calm. I want to pick the boat up a little bit, get her up on plane, see how she does, check the temperatures, check the speed and RPM. Here we go. All right, we're doing 18 miles an hour at 3,700 RPM. That starboard motor is running hot, 183 versus 170. Water pressure is good. It's actually better on the starboard motor with the leak. 18 PSI, 17 on the port. Just over 18 miles an hour at almost 3,800 RPM. We're just coming up to the Port Mayaka lock and we got a rainstorm coming in. You can see the rain falling out there in the clouds, which matches what the radar says. Hopefully they let us through the lock. I usually shut them down when there's any chance of lightning.